Second Minister for National Development Indranee Rajah says dealing with an aging population and balancing economic growth are not mutually exclusive. Singapore is looking to create an environment for seniors to work, for example, with flexible options. She was speaking with CNA's Claudia as she wrapped up the World Cities Summit. One main theme this year on how to make cities more livable is the challenge of an aging population.
As our citizens stay active and are healthier as they get older, there's also how do we ensure that they're able to continue working. So we need to also have an economy that is friendly to seniors and makes sure that seniors have employability options. They may not do the same work as they did before or at the same pace, but we have to look more about how you can have part-time work, flexi work for seniors. So work redesign has to take place too. So they're not mutually exclusive. We have to see how we can have an economy that A, supports seniors, and we need to make sure that we have enough revenue to provide for them. But secondly, an economy that also integrates seniors and allows them to be active, and for those who wish to continue to work, to do so.
So one of the research projects announced was a $2.9 million project by NUS that looks into senior housing typologies like Kampong Admiralty, public living like community care apartments, and also private assisted living. How is Singapore factoring this in for future generations?
So we must make sure that the country as a whole is livable, not just for young people, but also for our seniors. And we want our seniors to live active lives as well. We've come up with one typology, which is the community care apartments. There's demand for that. It's a successful pilot. The other strategy that we have in place is for them to age in place where they are, and to make sure that our HDB estates as well as adjacent precincts are suited for seniors. So we've got the whole Age Well program, right? So you want to make sure it's barrier-free, so easy for wheelchairs or for those who use mobility devices. You also want to have, for example, brightly colored signage so that those with dementia can identify and say, oh yes, that's my block, because they will remember through the color. You also want to beautify the estates so that there's a sort of a calming, peaceful environment. People can go down, walk, exercise, because you also want the seniors to exercise, right? Then you've got to put in place exercise equipment, and you've got to design it such that walkability is easy, and then you have Healthier SG combined with Age Well, and that's really designed to make sure that we have a healthy, active senior population where the infrastructure supports that.
So what are some of the key priorities from this summit?
All the cities in the world are facing a lot of similar problems: crowdedness, transportation, how to bring water, amenities, facilities. So the hard infrastructure is one part of it. But the other part about cities is that they are places where people live. They are social places. So it's about how do you rejuvenate spaces, bring them to life, and make a city vibrant and buzz as well. So there's many different aspects, but the idea was to get people together to have that discussion, and we had mayors from over 90 cities that took part, and I gather it was a very vibrant discussion.